what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Charlie Mike, the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Raul, and your co host,
What's
William.
going on, y'all? Welcome back to an official episode of Charlie Mike the podcast.
Man, hey, yeah, I feel like we've been doing a lot of updates, but this is the actual official first podcast that we're coming and we're bringing to you from Charlie Mike headquarters, also known as.
Pearland Podcast Studio.
Yeah, man, feels good to say.
Yeah. So
You
the what makes this actual episode different than all the other live updates is this one's getting recorded and we're gonna put this on the audio podcast. So if you're an audio listener, thank you for sticking around with us. We know there's been a little bit of break between our last one and the one that's coming out now, but we wanted to come on and let you know the way ahead for Charlie Mike the podcast on its own and where we're headed with that.
Man, it's been fun. I've been feeling kind of lost without doing our podcast because we've been working on a lot of things, but I'm ready to get the ball rolling. You guys, we got some awesome episodes coming up for you guys, and we're excited.
Yeah, we are. We are. If you notice towards the last few episodes, what we did is we kind of pre-recorded those. We're rolling those out so that we can work on other things. Well, it worked. You know what we were doing is working. We were able to not be as constrained in the day that we podcast and having the guest on, and a little bit of the audio. With it being live, you have to have a really good bandwidth between those with us and those who we're interviewing. And so some of the episodes that you'll may have listened to have been kind of choppy. Well, that's not going to be that way anymore. This will probably be one of the last ones we officially release. We may have some surprises if you stay tuned. Well, we'll do some live broadcasts. But as far as the audio version, it will be pre-recorded. We've already got a few recorded, and I'm looking forward to releasing them and talking about them.
Definitely. What's going on, man? We just had a quick shout out. A minute, we had a few that we filmed already, and I'm excited about just the pace and the way everything is going. It seems like it's going real smooth, and as you can tell, well, and you can't tell because we're gonna send this out on audio, a lot of audio on our audio podcast, and we're in a new studio. Things look amazing in here, and we're ready to get back to business.
Yeah. And what's funny is our business is sharing your stories, and it's a platform for us to be super hyper local to our community, right? The veteran community and the Houston community. We're in Pearland, so we're just south of Houston, but there's so much that goes on in this phenomenal community. We want to be able to highlight that. We want to share those stories of you continuing mission.
Yeah, so we got a lot of interesting guests coming on. We have a lot planned, and we're excited for the future. When we started this podcast a couple years back, I never thought that we'd be in this situation. I never thought that I used to say it when we started it. I said, man, I want to be the Joe Rogan of veteran podcasting. And, I said that like, ha, ha, ha. Bro, we might end up being the Joe Rogan of veteran podcasting.
I mean, he is in Texas now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So
Yeah, man, I'm down for that. I think there's a lot of good podcasts out there that are doing their thing,
mhm.
but so are we. We're doing our thing too, which is a lot of fun, and that involves a lot of you, the listeners, you, the watchers, you, the sharers, especially when you share and you comment and you tell us how great we're doing, how crappy we're doing, and man, it really, really helps us out, one way or another because that word keeps getting out, keeps getting spread.
That's definitely it. So if you haven't yet, be sure to follow us on social media. CharlieMikeThePodcast.com is the website. And we're on
Yeah,
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
I think we're on Twitter, but we're not really active there. So I can tell you we are on Facebook and Instagram, and more than likely, what we'll be doing is this live on the podcast page.
Yes.
So we'll still be sharing a lot on the podcast page, but you will see a lot more activity on the Charlie Mike Military Apparel page. So if you don't follow us there, be sure to give us a follow there. We've got more coming out with our t-shirt designs about continuing mission, sharing that story, sharing your story of just perseverance, really, getting back to the discipline, getting back to the grind, being involved in that community, man. This veteran community is so diverse. I've said it like 7 times
Yeah.
this week, but which is awesome because it'll come out every other week. But it's so diverse, man. Rich, poor, country folk, city folk, white, black, Latinos, and Asians. It doesn't matter, man. Everybody has the opportunity to serve, and everybody does. And then we're all just different. When you can actually connect with the veteran again, man, whew, you ignite that fire.
And it's been crazy because we've been more active on our social medias and just seeing the growth and the content, the potential that we have is limitless, man. And I'm excited about where it's headed. Guys, I want to ask y'all something. If you want to, if you want to send us a short video on what Charlie Mike means to you, it would be an honor of ours to post it onto our social media. So if you do send us that video, be sure to send it to William at charliemikethepodcast.com. It's right there. So William at charliemikethepodcast.com. Just let us know, what does Charlie Mike mean to you? We posted a couple of videos of ourselves and what we thought that Charlie Mike Continue Mission meant to us. So if you get a chance, do that for us.
Yeah, and those are actually pretty raw, we're pretty edited. We didn't really, although we recorded those in December, we really didn't rehearse those. And that's what you'll start hearing. If you'll notice the next coming episodes, that's one of the questions that I ask a lot of our guests. What does Charlie Mike mean to you? And every guest really has a different version of it. And I'm here for it, man. I love it because for me, I love talking about success, and I love talking about the mindset. And I love hearing people's definitions of success or definitions of greatness. And it's like, it's different for every person.
Yeah, and it doesn't. If this term is new to you, it's used in the military often. And the Charlie Mike, and it's is it considered a military acronym?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, it means continue mission, continue the mission. So I remember hearing it a lot when we were on convoys throughout
Yep.
Throughout Iraq and different places and situations. It was one of our go-to. Hey, Charlie Mike, continue the mission. Don't stop. Keep going. And it means a lot to us. If y'all haven't, we posted the videos, and we also posted a short clip that was done for us by
Juan. And I'm gonna butcher his last name, but his name is Juan from On the Move Media, just local connection that we met here. And he came in and shot some photos for us of our new studio, and made a little reel for it. And it's fire, man. I
yeah,
love that
man.
thing.
If y'all haven't, be sure to check it out. We posted on our social medias as well. If you haven't, like us on our social medias as well. It's at William. William does motivational videos every morning.
That's right.
And they're pretty badass, to be honest with you. And you can follow William at W Gray Jr. on all social medias.
Yeah, it's WGARAYJR. That's my last name's Garay. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I've been doing it almost 2 years solid now, of a video every single day. There may have been one day where I was late, but they're usually in the mornings, and we're gonna crank that up, man. I'm gonna crank that out. I'm gonna chop up a lot of these videos too and get them out there. And I do appreciate it. That means a lot to me to hear folks actually watch them.
Yeah.
It's weird trying to like transition to this figure that I didn't really think it was obtainable. Even here, like, what do we do? We're like, hey, man, we're actually podcasters.
That's different, huh? That's a weird thing to say. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do for a living? Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Feet Finder, and we got OnlyFans.
Yeah, there's this podcast has been a blessing to me, and I hope you out there listening can find some encouragement in that as well. Like, your story needs to be shared as one-off, as weird as it may be. Like, that's what makes it unique, you being weird. And as veterans, we're about as weird as they come. We're a really odd bunch, and I just got to say, if you're not connected, even if it's not with us, if you're not connected, find a group to get connected with, because there's so many things that you can do and be exposed to that veterans are like at the forefront leading that shit.
Yeah. Cruz came on real quick and said it's just a term, it's not an acronym.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
FUBAR.
Right, right. Yeah. Hey, Star Cruz, you're up next. Your episode will drop next Thursday, so I'll be running some ads and some clips about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been tight-lipped with his, and it's like I want to share it. I want to share it because that one was pretty special to me.
Man, he says tight-lipped, but he won't shut up about it. I'm telling you, like he's just been talking about it like forever. And we're like, no, we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. And
Yeah,
so it's finally gonna drop. So y'all gonna actually see a couple of episodes. If you're watching the video version of this, you're gonna see the background looks a little different. On our newer videos, you'll see, of course, different backgrounds, but I think the other one was recorded at Ricky's, right?
right, right.
Yeah. So it was another studio that we were using from a buddy. And we're here now.
Yeah, that's right. This is our place.
Yes,
And it's cool
sir.
because our schedule has been filled up pretty quickly with folks coming in. I've just been holding on to them, trying to wait. I know we're all wanted the like professional look. He's like, no, man, I want our space. And now that we're in our space, it's getting full between a guest coming by to visit and then our actual guests getting on the podcast.
Yeah, and then we already got a couple of people coming to the podcast studio and doing their podcast. So that's amazing just to see and to feel. You know, when people come in and ask for advice on hey, how do you do this? I can tell you what doesn't work.
Yeah, and I can tell you what doesn't work, and I can tell you what's worked for me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a very important point that we try to put out there. We're not the gatekeepers. Like, you let us know if we got the time for you. We'll definitely tell you what we've done wrong and how to get there. And that's what's so for us that transitions from our exit of the military. You know, sometimes you just get lost and you don't know how to transition and you don't know what to do next. And that's the point of this podcast is every person that's come on here has had a different transition. Every single one of us has had a different there's some similarities, but it's yours and you have to own it.
Yeah.
So if you want to come on
The
and
good, the bad, the ugly.
oh man. So no matter where you're at in your transition, especially for this veteranship, or if you're like trying to figure out what you can do next in podcasting, like let us know. You know, we're happy to help. I'm happy to give you some of my time. It's the most valuable thing that I can give you because you can't replenish it. So it's like, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes to hear you out, be like, I really think you could try it this way. That's all we need sometimes.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, that's awesome. You know, if you're in the local Pearland community, we are looking for a few sponsors.
Yeah. Actually, so I actually have a cup right here. There's a if you guys know anybody that's looking to sponsor, because we're gonna do our
Go ahead.
we're gonna do a coffee. It's called the Business Coffee Hour that I'll be launching here shortly. I've got a couple of guests come in.
Say the full name.
The full name is the Business Coffee Hour with William Gray Jr.
Yeah. Hey, I think I'm more excited about that podcast than he is.
I'm like nervous, bro.
You should have seen him the other day. He filmed his first episode, and it was with the mayor. And damn, I let that cat out the bag, didn't I?
It's cool.
Oh, all right. And but it was such a damn good listen. You know, I enjoyed the whole conversation between the both of you guys. Yeah. I'm excited for you on that one.
I appreciate it. So one of the things that I was saying is if you're watching live or you have any connections, like we're looking for sponsors, right? To get this because we have such a small niche community. This podcast is for veterans, run by veterans. So clearly we want to be good stewards of that. You guys are giving us your time, and we want to make sure that whoever comes on our show brings value. And that same thing goes for the advertisers. Now, the Business Coffee Hour with William Gray Jr. is my take on the human side of leadership and entrepreneurship. And I think what's so great about veterans is that we're so skilled in that. We just don't realize it sometimes. But I want to bring on the local community leaders, you know, like the mayor that came in and he gave us his time and just hear what they've got to say and over a cup of coffee, because a lot of times that's the best conversations.
It really is. It really is. And what's up, Joshua? You say yo. But Jesus, I forgot what we were gonna say.
Me either. I just got to tell you, like, I'm really thankful to be here. And if there's anything that I can do to help any of you out there, like, say the word. This is what we do. This is what our platform is built for. If you follow our socials, you'll see that we're going to more events. We're going to be there. If you have a nonprofit or an event where veterans are gathering, like, let us know. We'll do everything we can to get there. Granted, there's only two of us. We both live on the same side of town, but I was just at an event like an hour and a half away. They were breaking ground for a veteran in his home, and I'm like, I'll be there to shed whatever light I could to help broadcast that message because the veterans out here are doing amazing things and they're pouring into one another.
Man, I love it. I love it. Hey, and that's another thing. If you're a man, we want to spotlight everyone doing good. The one thing that you can do is always help one another. If you see somebody struggling with something, man, reach out a hand. I mean, a kind word can go a lot of ways. It can go a long ways. So you guys don't forget to respect each other, love each other.
Yeah, there's so many events out there too. Get involved. And one of the best things that you can do is get involved, and you'll find yourself through that. I know what happened for me. I got involved in a nonprofit, being able to express myself and help other veterans, like, led me to this. You figure all those little decisions. This is how I got here. So get involved. That's the best way to do it. And if you are struggling, it's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be okay. But there's a lot of resources out there for you. The number one resource we can share is 988 press one. There's a line that you can call, or you can drop a text 988. If you're having a mental crisis, you just need some help. That's one way to do that. And if you're a veteran, make sure you press one to get connected. Just because whatever you're dealing with it is important and it's temporary. And let's get you to a better spot. You'll hear Crusade on the next episode. Like, you just call me, you text me, and if I'm not on my way, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You guys also, I'm wearing a Charlie Mike hoodie. So if you'd like to purchase yourself one, just scan that QR code or click the link and go to the website. That's going to be at charliemikemilitaryapparel.com. Little by little, we're adjusting and showing, we're updating our websites.
Yeah.
We have a lot of websites. We have a lot of social medias. We have everything that's similar to what we have. We own the .coms.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all linking together, and there's only us two. And
Yeah.
we're still figuring all this out. It's but it's going good. It is going really good. We're getting shirts in. So if you guys want to stop by
Yeah.
the studio and come by and check it out and pick up a shirt, then come on by. There'll be a sign on the door if we're recording, but usually I would say every other hour or so, you can always check back by.
Yeah.
You can shoot us a text. You can drop us a line. Like, we're happy to have you come in and just kind of chit chat because it's a good feeling. It's nice to be here. We bring that good energy.
Yeah, we definitely, it's definitely fun, man. And if y'all haven't and you're interested, be sure to check out ParalandPodcastStudio.com. You can schedule time and appointments through that website. It'll actually take you to our apparel website also. And it actually also takes you to our podcast website.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And this place is a place for us to be creative. It really is. And not just in podcasting, and storytelling, and then helping in the community. So if you are local, we're going to have a few events coming up. Let's see, this will drop audio tomorrow, but so today we'll get some of the flyers going, and we're going to have like a photo shoot day, right? So if you want to come in and update your photo, you update your headshot, get it taken.
Headshot, not
Yeah.
photo shoot. Yeah.
If you want to come in and get a nice headshot taken, we have some works in the plan. So for next week, so again, follow that page and hit the reminders and let them know. We'll let you know when we get it going, when we put it out there, because that's what it's about. It's about giving back. It's about having folks be able to create those dreams. Because Raul's giving me a platform to do this, and I'm like, we're all in. We're all in. This is where I'm comfortable, and I've been able to really push myself and slim down a little bit too. Wear black.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, we appreciate everybody. I think that we're gonna wrap this episode up, and we just wanted to come on here real quick and just touch base and tell you what is going on,
Yeah.
and look forward to some upcoming episodes that we have in store.
Yep. These episodes will drop every Thursday. Every Thursday, we will drop a new episode. We'll push the video live as well as drop the audio that day. But we'll be on socials too, interacting with you, watching the socials, watching the video with you. So interact with the page, share your comments, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to get the message out there. We're coming back. We're really strong. I'm really excited for the guests that are coming up, anywhere from nonprofits to business owners to some with a national presence here and there. Uh, we're going to do our best to make sure we bring and shed light to those that are shedding light on others.
Yeah, we got some actors, music. We got some. Damn, we got a lot of people.
I know,
I can't think
man.
of it off the top of my
I
head, but there's a
know,
lot
I
of
know.
people lined up to be on the podcast.
Yep.
And you guys, I'm telling you, if you thought about doing a podcast, give us a holler. Let's figure something out, and we'll get you on the
Yeah,
mic.
and here's the big thing too, is like everyone asks, why podcasting? Well, podcasting is just allowing you to be creative and be the subject matter expert. And so that's what I say. Like, our passion is just helping veterans. And now we get to be seen as the experts in that and be good stewards of that. Like people literally ask us for connections. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not a gatekeeper. Here you go. Here's all the connections I can do. Or
Yeah.
well, did you try this? And did you try that? And that's all it's about, is trying to help one another out. And podcasting, if you can do a podcast really well, you can get 30 to 50 episodes and that'll live on your website forever. Those resources are out there forever. You telling that story over and over again. And the other thing for me, I've got small kids. Hopefully one day the messages I share on here will reach them because they're not old enough, or every time they're able to come back to a podcast and listen to it, depending on where they are in their lives, they'll hear it differently. They're like, this is what my dad was talking about. This is why it's important to Charlie Mike. Oh, this is what it actually means. This is what it meant to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what podcasting, and a great podcast has good audio and good video.
Yeah, definitely good audio. You can't have a podcast if no one can hear you. And it's something we strive at. So little by little, y'all gonna see. I say little by little, but he goes on buying sprees and just buys everything. Yeah. So we'll continue to upgrade and continue to try to be the best of the best. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to follow us on all social medias. As always, Charlie Mike.